Hi guys, so in this video we will learn how we can create SQL instance on GCP. So let's get started. First of all, we need to open the Google Chrome, okay, any of the internet browser. So I prefer Google Chrome, and here you can type console.cloud.google.com. Just hit enter. So at first instant you will see the landing page of Google Cloud Console. So here you can see the project number, project ID, dashboard, and all these information, some quick access tabs as well. So if we click on the left side icon, then we can see further more information: Cloud Hub, Cloud Overview, Solution, SQL, Billing, IAM and Admin, all these things. Okay, BigQuery, VPC Network, etc. So at this point of time, we are only interested in SQL. Okay, so click on SQL. So if we click on SQL, so we will be able to see the Cloud SQL. Okay, so as you can see, Cloud SQL offers a fully managed database service for MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQL Server. So as of now, GCP only support these three flavors, database flavors: MySQL, Postgre, and SQL Server. And these are some presets. Okay. So if you want to, make any sandbox environment server or development and production, so we can accordingly choose as per our requirement. But in this video we will only create a custom custom configuration instance. So click on create instance. So here only these three database engines are there. So click on choose SQL Server. So these are the presets. Okay, Enterprise Plus is more costlier. Enterprise is somehow less costlier than Enterprise Plus, and these are the features which Enterprise gave to us and Enterprise Plus offers to us. Okay, so we need to choose the environment first, addition preset. So first of all, I will choose development here, because this is I'm creating only for the testing purpose. That's why I'm doing so. And then instance information, you can drop down, select any of these. Okay, so I'm just going to choose SQL Server 2022 Express. And one thing I need to tell you, okay, let me tell you, here in GCP environment, only certain versions of SQL Server are supported. So only 2017 and onwards versions are supported. Okay, so you will not see any 2016, 14, or earlier versions. So either we can select 17, 19, or 2022. So I'm just selecting SQL Server 2022 Express. Instance ID, let me give Naresh TechDB. This is the default user which will be created, okay, when we will create the SQL instance in GCP SQL Server. So let me give the password for that. That is done. This is the region we can select. I'm just putting a default one. You can also specify the zone if you want. I'm selecting this US Central 1C, and then we can customize the instance settings. So click on show configuration options and you will see more options. In machine configuration tab, by default is selected 2 vCPU 8 GB. We can either select 1 vCPU, or we can select the higher configuration as well. So I'm just okay with that 2 vCPU and 8 GB configuration. Go to the storage tab. Here storage type is SSD, and I'm okay with the 20 GB because I'm not going to use that much of storage. And I am also disabling this because I don't want my storage to be increased automatically. Go to the connections. Here we can choose the and configure the IP address. Okay, so we can use the private IP or a public IP. So I'm just going to use the public IP, and I need to add the network as well. Let me give the name, my network. Okay, and IP range. So in earlier there was no this option was missing. So now they have introduced that. So I just need to click here, and this will pick automatically my IP address. Okay, and click on done. Or we can simply search what is my IP address, and then you can copy and paste here. So next is security tab. So I'm not going to touch this. Authentication, as I told you, I have already given the password for the default account, SQL Server account. So and I'm not using any Active Directory domain, so I'm not giving that. In data protection tab, these are the backup policies which are already selected. These are the standard tabs. So I'm just disabling this as of now. Okay, I will configure the backups later. I will show you how this can be configured later. Maintenance, I'm putting by default. And we can flags and parameters, so we can choose the required coalescence settings. So as of now we have set the default coalescence setting of SQL Server, which is SQLite-in-1 General CP1 CIAS. If we want any coalescence settings need to be configured, then we can select accordingly. So we are fine with the default one. And then we can also label our instance. So we can add label, and then this is our dev db. So one thing I need to mention here, you cannot use the capital letters here. If I type any capital letters, it will throw error. Use lowercase letters, numbers, or hyphens. Okay, so I'm fine with that. Click on done, and now I'm creating the instance. So as you can see, instance is being created here. Okay, this is the overview page. Instance is being created. This may take a few minutes. So these are the other options within the instance. You can go to this Cloud SQL Studio, System Insight, Query Insight, Connections, Users, Databases, and backups, and all these things, operations. So if instance will be configured properly, then you can go to the databases. Then you will be able to see the system databases over there. So as you can see, I mean that instance is successfully configured, installed, and in runnable state. And these four database system databases are also visible here. Okay, so if you click on overview, yeah, this is the instance. Let me go to the Google Cloud. How we can navigate to these instances? Go to the Google Cloud, console.google cloud.google.com, then go to the SQL, and here you will see your instance name. This is the instance name or instance ID. Enterprise. Okay, edition type, Cloud SQL edition type is enterprise. SQL Server is Express edition only. This is the public IP. And if we scroll right side, you can see more information. Okay, high availability enable, location is this, storage is this much, I mean out of 20 GB, and label we have provided na dev db. Okay, so this is how we can create a SQL instance in GCP environment. And if we want to remove that, we can also remove here from here, or we can edit the instance, we can edit, or we can also clone that. Okay, so if you see, I'm not able to see the delete option. This is by default disable. So if you want to enable this, so we can go to edit, and then we need to update some settings. So in that, maybe in data protection, I guess, yeah. So data protection, this is enabled. Prevent instance deletion. Okay, so this we need to uncheck that. Let it be there, or we can remove that. Okay, and we can save. So accordingly, we can update the instance configuration. So now, as you can see, that instance configuration is being updated. Let this be updated, and then we will see, we will be able to delete the instance. Earlier that option was grayed out. So let this thing to be completed. I'm pausing this video. As soon as I pause this video, that configuration is successfully completed. Okay, so let's one more time from starting. If we have the our landing page. Okay, welcome page. So we are in home page, console.cloud.google.com. So go to the SQL. Now we are able to see this, and we are able to see the option as well, and delete option. So that is also there. Okay, so let's try to connect this cloud instance from our SSMS. So let me open the SSMS. So this is our on-prem instance. So go to the connection tab, and here is the public IP. Copy that, connect, and we are getting error because we are using this Windows authentication. But you remember that we have created the SQL authentication. By default, it was created now. SQL server is the user. Click, and as you can see, that instance we are able to connect successfully. If we expand the databases, there are only system databases: master, model, MSDB, ChemDB. Okay, suppose let me create one databases from SSMS as well. Okay, so we can give the name DB1, and let everything remains the same. Just click OK. Database is being created, and as you can see, our first user database is created. Let's validate this in portal as well. So if we go to the portal and click on database tab, we should see the DB1. Yeah, that is there. So we are able to see the database name from here. Okay, remember that we have created that DB1 via SSMS. So now we will create the database in portal. Create database. Let's create DB2. Click create, and as you can see, right away the database is created. Hopefully you will also be able to see here as well. So we need to just refresh that. Okay, so this is also created. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching.